It's an easy. Conference battle in Miami as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Beard, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at the Pacers.
And when these two teams meet, it doesn't matter what the standings look like. They are out for blood in this one.
Yeah, you love it when you have these kind of games. Two teams evenly matched and going at it.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Bucket is good.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter. Smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Turner with the screen. Offense to gain. An emphatic LU jam.
So many highlights of Rudy Gay early on, challenging defenders at the rim. Another one there on the alley-oop.
And Adebayo throws it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner. He said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas.
Thank you, David. Inside. It's stolen. Wiggins in the post. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Right wing. Down low. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
The offense just opens up if your playmaker comes from that 4 or 5 spot. And Bam does such a great job of it.
Here's Black. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Thompson. 5 to shoot. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Outside, Hero. To the paint. Here's Hackett. Black grabs the board.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Now, here is Harden after Tyler Hero's miss. Back to Black. To end the cold streak, It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Three-pointer. Wiggins. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading. Black in the post. Out to Turner. For the three. And Indiana, another three.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Shots good by Hero.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now the Pacers with it. .40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harden can't hit.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. And I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Adebayo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Hero. And it's sent back by Turner. Harden looking it over. To the inside. Hawkins with the steal. Stolen by Gay. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Pacers. They lead by 2. 5-10. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply own the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that means you can control the pace of the game.
Shots good by Turner. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. On the wing, Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. Back to Walker. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Pass to Tomjanovich. To the middle. Turner with the steal. It's picked off. Here's Ware. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Tomjanovich. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Second chance shot. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
glad you heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Knocks it loose. That's the Heat on the break. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Harden's got his second bucket.
Well, a master from the mid-range. Harden's so good at finding available space from that distance.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Pacers making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Simmons. Still without a basket. Pass to Stewart. Lets it go. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now, here's Adebayo. Lets it go with the three. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Shepherd. And the three off target. Here's Tomjanovich. Power down with both hands.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. It's stolen by Adebayo.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Adebayo the screen. Pass to Thor. Here's the three. Walker with the rebound. Thompson inside the line. Shepherd with the ball. The offensive rebound. Stewart. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Miami ahead as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Harden outside. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Miami grabs the miss. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Stewart. Indiana trailing here. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Anderson can't get it to go.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impact for the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true.
Thank you, David. And don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Harden draws the double. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Hero. With the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Hero's got 6.
Love it when Hero gets in there and goes strong like that because he can bully sometimes on the drive.
Harden, no good.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
To the wing on the left. Pass to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Indiana. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. On the wing, Harden. The screen from Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Harden can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Poke loose. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Hero attacking. Count that one. Heroes got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Pass to Gay. Now here's Stewart. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Stewart's got his second basket.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it. .104
left here in the third quarter. And here's Harden for 3. And the Pacers another 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Left side, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Over Stewart. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Heat. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
34 seconds left to play here in the third. Simmons. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got his first bucket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart. Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Walker. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Pass to Wiggins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wiggins has showed himself over the past couple seasons as being a great two-way player. And he can still do damage on the offensive end. Don't get that twisted.
Here's Indiana. Simmons looking around. Right side to Walker. And stolen by Wiggins. In transition, here comes Miami. Shots good by Thor. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stakes for Miami?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Adebayo the screen. All alone. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Outside Turner. Slammed in by Turner.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Pass to Ware. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he can time his passes perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Harden right side. Indiana moving the ball over. Here's Thompson. No good. Great D that time from Adebayo. Inside. Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Harden lets up. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Here's Black. Misses from close range. The Heat leading by 5. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Thor. No good on the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Hit by Gay. On its way from Turner for 2. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Has to Ware. There's the 3. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. He's shooting 5 for 8.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Pacers trail by 8. And here's Harden for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Here's Miami now. They're on a 12-4 run. Out to the wing. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And again, Miami with the triple.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Heat.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left.
And Thompson throws it down. And it's the Heat with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And so it's Miami winning this.